Years ago when we lived in San Francisco, I was a marine photographer and I photographed sailboat races. And when the weather was vicious and mean, we took great shots of racing sailboats. But when it was calm, the sailboats just, they were like this. So we went salmon fishing. And over a 10-year period, I probably caught 3,000 salmon, maybe more. And I cooked them every possible way you could cook salmon. And out of all of those experiments, this recipe is the one that I think is the best. And if you try it, I think you're going to agree. But if you don't agree, then you just don't know much about eating salmon. But so what we need, the important thing on your salmon is that it's got skin on the bottom, like this little guy right here. So our meal is going to consist of grilled salmon, what I'm going to call, what do I call it? Pacific Horizon Grilled Salmon with cilantro. So to do that, you need a pan about like this. And what I'm going to do is start by getting some Dijon mustard. We get the big jars because we go through this pretty fast. And put the Dijon on the salmon and rub it in pretty good. We have a few guests here tonight, and it's pretty exciting, isn't it? Yeah, I knew it would be. So don't use yellow mustard on this. This has got to be Dijon. Then I'm going to start to preheat my pan a little bit, which I've already started. I'm going to get it up to like a little bit beyond low. I've already got some carrots that have been being grilled over here. I've got some water getting hot over here because we're going to have broccoli. So the next step is to put cilantro on the salmon. Cilantro flakes, quite a bit of it. It's unbelievable. Like that. Then a little pepper. Then a little salt. I'm going to put this in the pan, and it's going to start Now in the pan I've got a little butter, a little olive oil, and it's on a low heat right now. And while that's getting going, I'm just going to let it hibernate. I'm going to get my broccoli ready. And in this pan here, I've got about this much water, and I've got a little chicken bouillon, and I'm going to put the broccoli, I'm going to get that going at medium heat, and I'm going to...
Water or bouillon only?
It's this much water and about a teaspoon of bouillon, or a bouillon cube, whichever you have. So I'm going to start to place the broccoli. Probably can't see this. It's probably just as good because it might not do it just exactly the way I should. You want to put, you want to clip your broccoli so you have mostly the floret and the stems go down. And you want to have the whole pot full of, I'll show you this when I get it done. You've never had broccoli like this either, I know that, because this recipe was stolen from somebody that knew what they were doing. So it should look like that, with the water about this deep, the bouillon, and the florets facing up. Okay. Maybe everybody knows that, maybe they don't, I don't know. So, now I'm going to start to hike the heat up. I'm going to add to the salmon a little more butter and a little more olive oil. This is a crucial part because in a minute I'm going to start basting the salmon with the olive oil and butter. Now, if you decide to have a meal like this with carrots, the carrots are going to take the longest, so you got to get those almost done. And this is where you got to keep your attention, because when this is done, you want everything else done. You don't want to be letting this get cold and while you're waiting for broccoli. You're going to look at the broccoli and you're going to put it on pretty high heat and you're going to let it cook. And when you look in there and it's bright green, she's done. In the meantime, I've made what I call a Sonora sauce. And I'm not going to divulge the recipe to that right now because you're not getting all this at one time. That'll be a separate occasion, but with salmon or broccoli or any vegetable, this is spectacular. I had a culinary expert in here one time that's sitting right over there at that table and wanted to eat a bowl of Sonora sauce as opposed, this is serious, to the meal I had made. That's how good it is. So this goes with fish especially, and vegetables, Sonora sauce. Soon I'm gonna I'll probably say what the recipe is, but I can't, you're not getting it, I can't do it all at once. I'm just one man. Okay, this is what we have right here. Pacific Horizon grilled salmon with cilantro, broccoli, and grilled carrots.
How about Sonora broccoli?
Not only that, Sonora sauce. It's going to take an entire episode to go through how do you get to Sonora sauce. We'll do that another time.